What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another Car Talk. Today, I wanted to talk about some old cartoons / shows that I personally grew up watching. That was like it was my shit when I was younger. So, let's get started with around like 4 or 5-ish. I was a PBS kid, and I believe this show is still on PBS. But I remember, damn, I can't remember the show. Wow. I think Sid the Science Kid was on PBS Kids. I don't know that for sure. I'll be honest. Now that I think about it, like I thought about it, I thought it was on PBS Kids, but it might not be. It might be Nickelodeon, no lie. But I grew up watching Sid the Science Kid, Chuggington. I didn't watch Thomas the Train. I was more of a Chuggington fan. For those of you who don't know what Chuggington is, it's basically Thomas the Train, but there's also like other vehicles that are alive, like planes and helicopters and shit. But it's mostly about trains. I watched that. I watched Full House. I watched Bubble Guppies. Fire show. Bubble Guppies was crazy. Then I watched what else I was watching 106. Seven is when I started watching Backyardigans. Backyardigans was fire. Oh man, I could still sing out the beginner, the intro music. I don't know what I'm saying. Of the Backyardigans. It's crazy. I love that show so much. Surprisingly, I wasn't a big Muppets guy. They were cool. I just didn't really watch it, to be frank. Then I got into a bunch of Cartoon Network shows. I got into Amazing World of Gumball. This is not a Cartoon Network show, but I did used to watch. No, it was on Cartoon Network. Kid Batowski or Bazowski. Kid Bazowski. I think this is how you say it. But the skateboard show. Kicking It. iCarly. SpongeBob, of course. Like, I don't know how I haven't said that soon. Full House. Ooh, Full House was fire. I didn't watch Fuller House, so I have nothing to say on that part, but I love Full House. Then Kicking It. I didn't mind Kicking It, you know. Kicking It was one of those shows where it was like, when it was on, I'll leave it on, but it was like a comfort show, you know. And then there's so many. I'm just blanking on them. Very Odd Parents. Damn, dude. I wasn't the biggest fan of when they introduced the new characters, and I forgot the girl's name, but the other girl that had Timmy's Very Odd Parents. Wasn't a fan of that. I understood it, because what else are you going to do with the show? But I wasn't the biggest fan. I used to watch the Thundermans. The Thundermans, Lab Rats, Henry Danger, Victorious. I like Victorious, I'll be honest. Wizards of a Worldly Place. I think I'm butchering these names really bad, I'm sorry. But those of you who watch the show, you know what I'm talking about. that show with Selena Gomez. And then there's more that I'm just not thinking of. As far as shows I didn't really watch that are huge, Adventure Time is one. There's really no reason why I haven't watched Adventure Time. I just didn't really watch it growing up because I was watching other shows. So I just never got around to watching Adventure Time because I wanted to watch other stuff. So, but I never really watched it. I know somewhat of it, but I didn't really watch it. Another one is going to be very, very shocking, but it's the exact same reason for Adventure Time, but regular show. I haven't watched much of regular show. I know the characters and like some episodes, but I never got around to it because then I got into Rick and Morty, and yeah. But that's what it's gonna do this episode of Car Talks. All right, we'll see you guys later. See ya.